Happy 2025, everyone. Do you have an amazing experience already in January for 2025? Do you expect 2025 to be amazing, out of this world? So I do. And I've got amazing guests to come and tell us about their experience and something on my side. Gratitude have changed my life. I was always grateful, but I upped the amplifier, if I can call it like that. I upped the amplifier on gratitude. Yes, and then we're going to talk about gratitude, and we're going to talk about service with love. So I am truly so excited to welcome my beautiful E360 viewers. Thank you for spending time with us. We really appreciate your heart. And yes, maybe you will be able to find a golden nugget or something that one of these amazing ladies is going to mention that will touch your heart and maybe change your life forever. I'm truly excited for us to be here. But before I bring up the ladies or bring forward the ladies, I want to say thank you to my beautiful sponsor, Jose Escobar from the Connectors Leaders Academy, for sponsoring the show. And today I've got my new sponsor, Shamanda from CT Marketing, that is also going to be my sponsor. So I'm truly blessed. So first of all, I would love to play Jose's video. Then I will bring my beautiful ladies in, and they're going to all introduce themselves. And then I will play Samanda's beautiful video he just sent to me today. So I am truly blessed. We are seeing it all for the first time. So here is my beautiful Jose.
Hi, my name is Jose Escobar, and I'm the founder.
Oops, let me just try again.
Hi, my name is Jose Escobar.
Okay, so my beautiful Susie, I'm still busy trying to bring everybody in. So I'm so sorry, my viewers, for all this commotion. So here we are. I'm going to try one more time. Otherwise, I need to see what's cooking there. Just give me 1 second.
Hi, my name is Jose Escobar.
So Jose doesn't want to play. So let me start with Shamanda then first.
Can feel like wandering through a maze with no exit. Frustrating, right? Hey, I'm Chaminda Tenek.
Okay. There is something cooking here. I don't know what, but it's all good. I will play the beautiful videos. My beautiful Trixie, can you please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
Hi, everyone. It's an absolute privilege to be here with all of you. I am from Cape Town, South Africa, and have known Sanet for quite a few years now, Sanet, actually. And I have recently set up, I have been coaching for quite a while and recently set up my business, Healthy and Life.
Incredible. Thank you so much, my beautiful Trixie. Yes, we know each other 4 years, and we did both our NLP course and our life coaching course together, and it was truly a blessing to have met you 4 years ago. Cannot believe it's 4 years ago. My beautiful Nattolie, you are welcome to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Nattolie Chilton. I'm an author and a truth coach, and my company, I'm from Athabasca, Alberta, so the north with snow and cold. And my company is breakupwithsecrets.com, encouraging people to be honest.
I love that. And your book just came out last year. You were also the cover story of our A Beautiful Diamond Moment magazine. And in December, you were our illuminated author. Such a privilege to know you, and such a privilege and an honor to have highlight your magnificence. So thank you so much for that. My beautiful Therese.
Hello, I'm in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. I love it. I'm a native here. We don't have a lot of those left. I started my career as a psychotherapist, then moved into business coaching, and then along the way discovered that I'm wildly intuitive. So it's really magical that I work with women using all of those, right? The understanding of psychology and the energy and solid business principles. So I'm super grateful for that, to follow the theme of the show.
Wow, thank you. And my beautiful Therese, the feedback I got from so many ladies that is attending your Mrs. Spots is incredible. They will go with this big problem and then poof, like a magic wand. You just do
it's
your
really
magic.
special. Yeah, it's very, and
Very.
it can be, what's really cool is it's so fast, right? You don't need 6 months. It's like, whoa. Yeah. So it's really cool. Thank you for that.
And I've got goosebumps. And normally, if I do have goosebumps, I put my sunglasses on, and my goosebumps is here at the back. So thank you so much, my beautiful Therese, for everything that you are doing. But we're going to talk about service with love a little bit later on for the Mrs. Spots. My beautiful Susie, all the way from Australia, 5 o'clock in the morning. Incredible to see you. We spent 6 days together in New Zealand. She came all the way from Australia to visit me, and what a blessing. Please introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you, darling. It was such a good time, wasn't it? Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you're watching in the world. I'm Suzi Dent. As Sanet said, I'm in Queensland, Australia. I'm going to be drinking a cup of tea because it's pretty early here, so I'm still waking up. I have 42 years experience in the film and television industry as a hair and makeup artist, a wardrobe stylist, and a public speaker. I'm also into pro-aging, and I'm an author as well. And my last book, which is my favorite book, is called 60 is the New 40, the ultimate guide to defying age, because I believe that age is just a number.
Wow, incredible. And we did so many things together. Can I just tell you, my beautiful ladies and my viewers and the Diamond Beauties and Tanzanite heroes that will be looking. So I was inside one of those roundabout things inside, and there was not wiring but piping, and Susie was holding onto the piping on the outside, and she started to run, and she lifted her legs up, and we were flying. But I was sitting flying. She was hanging on and
flying out the outside. Whee!
We had so much fun. Oh, it was so beautiful. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. I do see one of our amazing ladies is here and the camera is working. So I am going to bring you in a few minutes, Christianna. But my beautiful Cassandra, can you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
Yes, thank you so much, Annette. My name's Cassandra Miles, and I am a Canadian, but I am living in the tropics of Costa Rica. I've been here for 10 years. I have a beautiful farm, and I built a lovely avocado plantation, and I just feel like I'm living in my paradise.
Wow, incredible. So my beautiful viewers and ladies, just permit me, I'm bringing in Christianna. So wonderful to see you, my girl. So my beautiful Christianna, please introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
I am from Canada as well. I'm so glad I got this working. I'm not a techie, but thank you. I'm so happy to be here. And I am from Peterborough, Ontario, up here in Canada, eh?
Hey.
This is a strawberry plane that just jumped down.
Oh, wow, amazing. So my beautiful viewers, we are from South Africa. We are from Canada. We are from Costa Rica, and we are from Australia. How incredible. And all of these amazing ladies is in our global group, 55 countries, ladies, Diamond Beauties Forever. So my beautiful ones, I'm going to try the sponsors video again, and I know it's going to work. So here is Samanda's.
Clients can feel like wandering through a maze with no exit. Frustrating, right?
Here is Jose's one. Let me try again.
Hi, my name is Jose Escobar.
I think I don't have enough space. I think that's the problem. I have quite a lot of recording set up, and I don't think I've got enough space. So my beautiful viewers, sorry for that, and my beautiful sponsors, I will get it right. The next show will be perfect for that. I was just aware of the space. So my beautiful ones, we're going to talk about gratitude first, and then love, service, love for service. So my beautiful Trixie, what does gratitude mean for you, and how will gratitude influence 2025 for you?
Gratitude for me is something I've really cultivated over the last few years. Really taken time every single day to appreciate where I live and my home and my friends and everything around me, and most especially my coaching practice, which has been evolving and growing over the last 4 years. So it's something I practice every single day. And just one thing I've been doing in the last year is I've taken up running. Don't run very fast or very far, but I just feel so grateful when I'm running down the road and running past the beach. It is just perfect for me. So I have a moment every day where I absolutely celebrate being alive, actually.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
And definitely going into
Love it.
2025, I want to keep it as a state of mind for myself that I dwell in, if that makes sense.
Gratitude is awesome, isn't it? I think Sanet's screen is frozen a little bit right now,
Yep.
so we're going to wait
Yeah.
to get back. Yes,
Yep.
it has. I think we're all of the agreement.
Oh, yeah, we've lost her.
Gratitude is the number one thing that we really need to show in life. When we exercise gratitude, I remember I watched The Secret just recently. Whilst I was walking around earthing in the morning with my dog, I wanted to be reminded about gratitude and the thoughts that we have in our minds, because we are what we think. And if we think we can't do things, then we won't be able to do things. And the number one thing they tell us is to be grateful. And listening to this, one of the things, when you get out of bed, first step, I'm grateful, or thank you. We're all so lucky to still be here. Life is such a gift, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean,
Absolutely.
get past their 20s. I'm really great. I'm going to be 63 next March, and I think that's hilarious, but really cool. It just astounds me that I've been doing in my life. What about you, Nattolie? What are you grateful for?
Oh, so much. Gratitude was definitely the gateway. It was like a great gateway emotion to my spirituality, to my spiritual connection way back in my 20s. And that was how my spirit-to-spirit relationship began with God. And it was like this unction, this motivation to just, because my life was very dark way back then. So I would just start being grateful for everything. So that has been rekindled huge. In 2025, I'm seeing the stepping stones that have brought me to now, and the dark stones, the light stones, and how they were all necessary to equip me for now. So amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing, isn't it?
It is wonderful.
How about you, Therese?
I'm like, hey, I just turned 66. So girl, we are rocking the 60s. So there's a lot of permission for that. But I walk my dog all the time, and I just flood my nervous system with like, I'm so grateful for this and so grateful for that. I just like, that's a state that I practice quite a lot. And it's really easy to be grateful when there's a sunshine and you have money in the bank and your health is great, right? When it's, as Nattolie said, dark, we forget. And so I was doing a beginning of the year, actually an end of the year ritual with one of my coaching groups. And I said, okay, year in review. What sucked basically? Where were you disappointed? Where did you feel betrayed? What didn't work? Get it all out. What lessons? And how was that perfect? Because like you talked about, Nattolie, like the seeds, like every horrible thing that happened, every breakup, like, thank God my husband divorced me because now I have Scott, right? like every bad thing that happens, we can be grateful for it because it is leading us. So, but it's a practice because most of us, it's like, we like the light, but we don't love the dark. But I really like mind the dark. Like, okay. And I don't like spiritual bypass and go, oh, platitude, it's all good. Because you have to feel it. We're a human person. Like our bodies are feeling it. And if there was one little nugget in there that's for you, that's a little piece of grace or a little, maybe it taught you what you're not going to take anymore, right? Maybe you're like, I'm done with, I got to get better boundaries, right? So for me, it's also looking for all, like you said, Nattolie, all the places you can be gratitude, not just the feel good ones. That's a big lesson. So 2025, I'm just doing more. I'm just doing more of it. Just doing, because I do it naturally anyway. I love the gratitude practice. So.
Oh, I love that, Therese. That's great. I realized when I was a little girl, when we were all little girls, Walt Disneyland had Pollyanna, the movie called Pollyanna. And Pollyanna used to play the glad game. And as Nattolie said, both of you have mentioned, sometimes we have dark moments. And I used to play the glad game because my mother was a narcissist, so my childhood wasn't as spectacular as I would like at times. But I used to play the glad game. I've always been full of joy. I didn't realize it when I was young. And I've taught other young people, I want you to play the glad game. What are you glad about? I'm glad I can see. I'm glad I can walk. Let's start with grassroots stuff. If you're in a bad place, I'm glad I've got two hands. I've got a mind. I can write. I can create. And then you take them and expand on the idea from then, Sometimes I think we can see children who are in the teenage years and they're in a dark place, and teaching them something as basic, or showing them Pollyanna, which was pretty cool back then. Might be a bit dinky now, but the premise is the same. And I didn't realize until I was an adult that I'd been playing the glad game of gratitude my whole life, which was amazing. Cassandra, tell us about your feelings towards gratitude and what do you do?
Thank you. So gratitude, there's a couple things it means to me. First of all, I'm the founder of Angels Rising, and my mission is elevating the collective consciousness. And so I practice gratitude for myself first every day, so that I can maintain my own elevation, so that I can be more supportive of everyone else. So I find in the morning, if I go through my gratitude, it helps me stay in a very high state of consciousness, or go back to a high state if I've had a hard day the day before or something like that, because I'm just like everyone else. We're not perfect. We do get sad sometimes. We do have hard days. But if we can remember to go back to gratitude, it helps us to elevate back to a higher level of consciousness, and then we can serve others better from there. The other thing I feel about gratitude is that I'm very connected to the universe, the source that created us in the dimension. And I feel like when I do gratitude, it's sending a message to the universe of all the things that I'm grateful for. And then because of that, it brings me more of that. So I know that those two things are really important. The other thing I really try and do is also, like Therese was saying, it's easy to be grateful for the great things we have, but to try and be grateful for the challenges as well, because everything's happening for us, and those challenges are the contrast. And without the darkness, we can't recognize our own light. So I try and remember as best I can to be grateful for the things that don't feel so great, because I know it means something even better is coming.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that, Cassandra. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love that. Natalie's got the glasses. Sanet's back with us. Sanet, we've all been talking about gratitude. Christianna is next. And then, of course, your beautiful self. I'll hand it back over to Sanet. Sanet, this is the beauty of live TV. I've worked in TV for 42 years. When you're doing live, you just get on with the show and you don't pause to do it. So we've got your back always, darling.
Always.
So
much.
thank you for taking over, my beautiful Susie. For us, this was not a scheduled power outage. So because if it's a power outage, and I must get used to it, because for 4 months I didn't have it in New Zealand. So we quickly had to take out the generator, and I don't want to have the generator so late. But I said to my husband, the show must go on. But I knew one of you would have picked it up. So Susie, thank you so much. My beautiful Christianna, can you give us your wisdom, please?
Yes, the gratitude. Well, I put those glasses on when we get to know our own light in the darkness. And I'm still in the darkness and seeing my light and being the light in the darkness, not waiting to get to the other side of the tunnel, but being the light in the tunnel. You know, it's not the light at the end of the tunnel. I am the light in the tunnel. And, you know, it's in the darkness that we see the stars, and we see the most stars when we don't have that light from the city, right? So it's in the darkness that we see the most stars. And you beautiful, beautiful sisters are such bright, shining stars to me. And I love you all so much. And I'm so grateful for you, Sanet. And I'm so grateful for Nattolie inviting me here. And the Bold Invisible was a thing that I was part of that helped me to unleash myself, get my voice out there. There's still work I've got to do, and I'm doing it. And I just went through the dark weekend, and the grieving was coming up very deep, because I too have gone through some narcissistic abuse, and it's affected with my children and stuff, and my mother, and there's been a lot of that. And my eldest son will be 30 tomorrow. So there was that deep grief of, it's been since 2017 since I've hugged him or heard his voice, because he decided to take sides with this stepfather. So, but I am grateful for all of it. The lessons that come out of it. I'm grateful for this human experience. It lets me know that I'm human, that I am a feeling person. It's helped me to learn more about myself. And I used to say, I don't want to be called resilient, because it's just, for me, that was just so naturally. That's just what I had to do. Be grateful for what you got. So I've always been grateful for every little bit that I got. And that's why I call my little video I do every day the daily crumb, because it's just a little crumb. And if we have those, or like Sanet calls them, the little golden nuggets, just those little things. And there's something in every day that we can be grateful for, like all you ladies have said. No matter what's going on, there's always something to be grateful for. And again, I just want to say, I cannot say enough how grateful I am for all of you, and for the love that I am open to receiving now.
So my beautiful Therese, I know you moved. I don't know if you know what's coming up. Are you going to do some magic for us, my girl?
No, I was putting my cord in, but I wasn't skipping out. I was keeping it charged, girl. So, what's coming next?
So as soon as you went down, I got this nudge that you are going to do some magic at this point.
Oh, I'm doing magic? Okay. Okay. Wow. So any other guidance? Do you want me to do like a meditation kind of channel thing?
Just do you.
Yeah, so it's not going to be a meditation channel thing like I do you have to come on Mrs. Potts to get those special things. So one of the things that there's gratitude, and then there's acknowledgement, because I could walk around, we all can, like, I'm so grateful my computer works, right? I'm so grateful that I can talk to everybody around the world. But then self-talk could be missing, you know what I mean? And I think the gratitude practice is really super important. But what I do give to my clients is an acknowledgement practice. So if you want to have better boundaries, you say, you know what, I'm going to look for evidence of where I had good boundaries. If you want to be kinder and more gentle in your self-talk, you literally at the end of the day say, okay, where can I acknowledge that I said that? Because we can only We only get what we acknowledge, right? And so when we're acknowledging what's not working, because we can say, I'm so grateful. Oh my gosh, I have this great Arizona. I live in the sunshine, but that just like, there's a lady at the dog park that just, right? And so for me, it amplifies gratitude, because we can have gratitude for things out there, which only takes us so far to elevate our moods and our frequency. But when we acknowledge what we did right, so literally, like those of you who have been to my Mrs. Potts, it's like, what are you celebrating? I want to hear you. What did you do good? And especially women, and I think women we're very, at least old, 60-year-olds. I don't know about you pups out there, but us older women, we have totally been conditioned that like, oh, it's no big deal. I like your shirt. Oh, it came from a resale. That was so cool. Oh, it just took me a few minutes. Like, we don't acknowledge our own lights, our contributions, our magic. And so that's what I do. That's one of the works that I love is like, what can you acknowledge yourself for? So it's just an addition to, because I was like, I want to talk about this. So thank you for getting the message. Because this is the game changer. Because it I work a lot with identity, right? And like, who are you? And you can't get from here to here without having I'm a that. And so the steps along the way, you have to acknowledge, wow, not like, oh crap, I went for that jog, but like, I'm a person who keeps my word. I'm a person who I acknowledge that I did that today. Like, that will build the new identity and then the new you. So is that good?
I love that. And it was right on cue. So for me, my word of 2025 is celebration. So I have started our amazing group, ladies, 3.5 years ago. And I had, even before I started on June 20th, 2021, I had a dream list to have 1,000 members in the group and to have 60 wisdom keepers. So I am celebrating this year. Not only will I be 60 years old or young, because I don't feel old, I feel young. And the other day, somebody said to my grandson, Sanet, your grandmother's 60 years old. Were she a baby when she had your mum? So that was the compliment. And the child is 16. It's not even an adult that I've told my grandson. He looked at him, he said, no. It was so funny. My grandson, and Susie, you met him. He's like, no, she's 60, almost 60 years old. And she is my grandmother, and she's beautiful.
She is beautiful. She is.
For me,
That's lovely.
my beautiful Therese, for me, gratitude is exactly that. Because as soon as you say thank you, you actually acknowledge not only what was given your way or how God have conducted the orchestra or people and things to come your way to help you with your project, but also if I was not strong enough, if I didn't, and I had a lot of feedback in the beginning, and actually the whole 3.5 years, a lot of feedback. And I decided this is my mission. This is why God have saved my life and why I've changed my life forever. So for me, gratitude is almost like an acknowledgement how good I am. Because if I didn't show up, if I didn't keep on doing live Zoom meetings, Trixie, you were some of the live meetings with us. I always, from the first, started off with amazing people to come and tell their stories. I could have given it up, but I kept on going. And then I got the TV shows and then everything. So for me, that is exactly that. So thank you so much, my beautiful Therese. So I'm going to ask all of you. I didn't hear most of what you have talked about. So can I ask you? I will start with you, my beautiful Susie. Do you have a question for any of the ladies? And then we will take it from there.
A question?
Yes.
I don't really have a question because I don't know all these ladies. I'm blessed to be here today and incredibly grateful that you've asked me. I am very drawn to Miss Christianna, though, and Nattolie and I have spoken before. I'd love to hear some more about Christianna and what you do, because in your introduction, you forgot to tell us. You told us where you lived and what your name was, but what do you do? What are you doing in the world at this moment in time?
Shining my bright, beautiful light.
Fantastic.
Right on, girl. You are.
I call myself a Begin Within guide. I have taken spiritual psychotherapy, spiritual director. I just finished and graduated as a certified family mediator from York University. So that was just last year. So I've been doing all this stuff to educate myself because I have an eclectic business. My business is Begin Within Gifts, Books, and Healing Services. And the gifts is, the gifts that we give to each other, but the gifts that we have, like the gifts of song, the gifts of artwork, and my family is all crafty. So my dream is to open up my little shop. So it'll be an in-person in-shop, and then plus my little library. I just love the books. So I'd love you all to send me your book to add to my Begin Within library. And I just had a tiny little Begin Within book with my little poetry in there. It was just a poetry challenge through Book Leaf Publishing. So I couldn't afford all the extra editing. So it's just I sent it, mistakes and all. But that is what I'm doing as I'm growing through the darkest times of my life. I amp up my light.
So there you got this beautiful lifting of glasses and everything. My beautiful, thank you so much for that question, my beautiful Susie. So my beautiful Christianna, who do you want to ask a question?
My beautiful Nattolie. How are you feeling being unsilenced and being loud? Shining your bright light too.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I am, I was downloading before I got here. I was like, where's this going to go? How am I doing being unsilenced? You know what? I got the memo on your question. And last January, I was asked to join a project called The Ripple Effect. And I'm just going to show, this is the book. And this was before I published on Silence, which came out December the 5th. My 10-year project of working through a lot of heaviness and a lot of traumas and everything like that. But January, I was asked to join The Ripple Effect. And that was a huge I'm so grateful for the courage that I had to say yes to that. And then the idea was, okay, if I can release one chapter in this ripple effect, that would help me to let the rest go, because it's like you clutching on to all that story and the secrecy and the, just the exposure of, I just have kept things really close. So to open it up and let it out and allow myself to be seen. So because of the ripple effect, Sanet was in the project. She's in the book. I met her. She invited me for a coffee chat. I was frustrated. I didn't have a place to speak. I didn't know how to do it. She was like my connector. I was desiring to lead a small women's group, Mrs. Potts, Cup of Courage. So the courage is the seed that allowed me. It is feeling amazing. It is feeling surreal that I'm just going to show my book that this is actually done. That it's actually published is a miracle. And wow. So I am grateful. I got an editor. I am grateful to be with you all, to be here, to be given a voice. Thank you. It feels amazing. Christianna, I love you so much.
Wow.
I love you.
And again, my goosebumps is here because out of gratitude, look at what you have accomplished. And you are inspiring so many people around the world. Thank you for your amazingness. To who do you want to ask a question, my beautiful Nattolie?
Sorry. Who do I want to ask a question? Let's see. Ay. I want to ask you, Sanet, that what is on your radar? You have like your vision is growing. Is there like a big mountain dream in the vista that you're seeing? What's next? And yeah.
So for
if
me,
you can say.
Yes. So for me, I really want to put your voice TV network on and up so that I have the platform for all my amazing diamond beauties and Tanzanite heroes that wants their own TV show, that wants to host and share their audience. And every time there's a block, I would have had a meeting this week, and it's now cancelled. So I just know this is going to happen. I don't know how, and even I don't know where, but I know that I will have a platform that I will be able to say to my beautiful, because there is so many beautiful humans. I want to say humans because it's men and women that has ability to move mountains. They just need a platform, and I want to create that platform with all my love. With all my love. So thank you for asking that question. Then I will go over to beautiful Trixie. Trixie, this year is going to be a big year for you. You also made almost a 360-degree change in everything that you want to do. Please tell us, how are you going to approach this with a gratitude heart?
Well, I have shifted, changed, and moved on, and it was kind of, there were certain things I had to process and get through before I was ready to be where I am now. And it was just towards the end of last year. And Sanet, I do hope everything starts falling into place for you, because everything just started falling into place for me. The right people came along, and my lesson is to be patient. Very grateful for the people who've come into my life, but to be patient that the right person or people will arrive at the right time. Because it was in January that I started to feel like everything wasn't moving as fast as I would like it to move. And then I thought, hold on a minute, all in God's time, it will come. And just also to continue, like I was saying earlier, to continue with my daily gratitude practices. And there's just something else I want to say as well, is that I've been doing some reflection on gratitude and how wonderful it is that it has such an impact. It impacts your health. It impacts your emotional well-being. There's just so much. So, and, it's a habit that you just have to, if you can get that right, then everything else can build on it. So I will be absolutely embracing every opportunity with gratitude for the whole of 2025.
Wow, beautiful. Do you have a question for Suzi or Cassandra or Therese?
I don't know. I'm just feeling led to ask this question of Therese of where to next and what is your 2025 going to look like?
For me?
For gratitude and love, yes.
Yeah. So I've been in a period of restoration. I had some family difficulty. My son is now sober and healthy and wonderful, but for a lot of years he wasn't. And my nervous system took such a hit. And I didn't even know, because I'm a single mom and you just keep going. And there's So one thing, like when he was overdosing and just driving me crazy, I would say there's a lot of mothers of addicted children that would be grateful for this because their kids died. And so I really, as hard as that was, I really worked that out in my head. And so now finally I'm like, oh, he's sober. He has the most magnificent girlfriend. I love her. He finally brought a healthy girl home. Oh my God. I'm so grateful. Like I have this new girl in my life. And so my prayer is, and so I'm not really about the form necessarily, because I'm still like coming out. I just got off being sick for 3 weeks this last month. And so I just say, God, let me help more people. Let me help more people. I'm ready. I'm ready now. Now I can do it. And so I run 4 different women's groups. One of them was Mrs. Potts. And I'm just like, so in my mind, usually people say, well, I'm going to have this launch and I have this program. And I'm not even going there because I'm a marketer. I know how to do all that. But the first prayer is, let me serve more. So that's it. I'm just giving it to God. I'm literally turning over my business to God and say, whatever you want from me. I'm not attaching money to it. I'm not attaching goals. I'm just like, wow, I guess it is in God's hands. And so that's I do that, but this year it's a deeper commitment of like, oof, going all in, working in partnership. So that's what I do. Thank you, Trixie, for that.
Brilliant.
Goosebumps.
And I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, thank you. It's a really good season. Finally, I'm like, finally. My sweetie was like, you're kind of obsessed with health and fitness, and I'm like, yes, because it's finally my time, and I'm old, and I need a lot more years, so I got to optimize the next 25. I have to optimize. So I'm really like, oh, it's exciting when you're like, oh my gosh, Nattolie, you probably feel the same way. It's like it's my time. Trauma's over, and Christianna, you're going to get there, girlie. We're holding you. You're getting it. It'll be your time. That's the thing. Like it's coming. The season is coming. Can I ask a question? Go ahead. Sorry.
Can I just before you?
Sorry. Yesterday was.
Go ahead.
Me.
Yeah, Trixie.
I was just going to say yesterday was my father's 89th birthday. And he's been through quite some drama and health problems and things, but he's come through really strong. And I was thinking, sure, if I have his longevity gene, I'd better start looking after my health very well right now.
Yes, yeah, we can still impact it. Yeah.
Yes. So my beautiful Therese, I have met you in Arizona. I have hugged you, and my beautiful ladies. So, Susie, you know how my form is. Beautiful Therese is like a tiny little beautiful. I just want to hug her, but she for me, they say great power in small bottles. I know there's an Afrikaans saying, but I don't know that's exactly. It was so wonderful to have seen and hug you. Yes. So my beautiful Therese, who do you want to ask a question?
I have a question. Hold on, let me put this on too. This was some gorgeous South African brought this for me from South Africa. I kept it in my office. It inspires me. All right, Cassandra. Here's my question. I've never moved. I'm a native, which is so weird. And so I'm assuming that you had a spark of intuition. There was a guidance that said, go to a different climate. And so many people talk themselves out of their soul guidance. So what was it in you that allowed you to say yes to such an adventure as living in a whole different country?
That's such a good question. Thank you. No one's ever asked me it quite like that before. I would say, honestly, I actually came to this planet because I could see humanity suffering. And so I came into this body. I brought this body into existence on 1/11 for the angel's birthday, January 11th. And so I've always felt that even though I'm here in the third dimension and I have a body and I have to pay the bills and, do all the third dimension things, I just feel that I float around the fifth dimension for most of the time. So I've never felt that I had to physically stay in one place. I've always felt free to just float around. In the earlier years, it was different because I had a family, small children. You have to do those things. You have to stay. You hear the birds talking. I'm in the jungle. Sorry. Yes. Okay, I'll be right there. So yeah, when my children were younger, it was important that I kept a stable location. When I was a child, I moved around a lot, and it was very hard being the new person, the new kid in school. And so those years I made sure I stayed around in one location for the children so they could be in the same school. But once they went off and started their lives, it was almost instantly when my youngest went off to university, just floated up and just floated away. And they actually appreciate that in me because it teaches them they can do the same. And they also recognize that it's actually more enjoyable because then when they want to spend time with me, they just come and stay here for a week or two. We have quality time. When I go to Canada, they're very busy with their lives, and it's a little hard for them to make time for me, and they always kind of feel a bit bad. So in the end, it worked out beautifully for the whole family. But honestly, once I felt that I was able to let go a little of the third dimension responsibilities, which was my children, because they were pretty much adults and very happy with their lives, I just loaded up and I landed in the spot that made most sense for me, where I actually, when I first came to Costa Rica 10 years ago, I bought a condo in a beach town, which was really lovely, but it just wasn't for me. It was too busy. It was sort of a party town and lovely people, but not my vibe. Here in the jungle, I'm pretty much able to resonate at unconditional love all the time. So the universe brought me here so that I could stay at this frequency and that I could do the work that I'm doing to elevate the collective consciousness.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. So my beautiful one, I am going to ask Susie quickly a question because I really want us to ask her. And I'm so sorry that you don't know her that well, but you're welcome to book a coffee chat. And then I have to ask for your golden nugget. So my beautiful Susie, what is 2025 holding on for you? And how will you bring gratitude into your 2025?
Well, I really resonated with what Cassandra just said, because 2025 for me is the year of a big change in my life. I'm also cutting the cord. I divorced a few years ago now. I've been living away from my husband for 2 years, but I wasn't ready to divorce my son. So I live with my son, who turned 23 in November, and his 21-year-old girlfriend, sometimes her father and sometimes her brother, and I'm ready to cut the cord. So this year, I'm really looking forward to actually living the life that I imagined when I was in my bedroom of my house in my ex-marriage, which wasn't quite the life that I'm living now. I released a whole lot of work. I put it out to the universe. I worked as a carer, among other things, for the last 6 years. And I realized at the end of last year that it was actually taking a toll on me. And we were talking at the beginning, Sanet, what do you do for service and love? And I loved my clients, but I was giving out too much of my energy to them and too much of my time and not concentrating on myself. So I said to God, the universe, I don't want to be a carer anymore. And I resigned from my most favorite client for my health, which was hard to do. And in that week, the rest of them just went poof. They all just disappeared. And I'm like, thank you. I'm so grateful to the universe. I didn't have to get rid of any of them. They just went because I'm not meant to be doing it anymore. I'm meant to be moving on with my life, with what I do. I'm opening myself up to receive all the things that I've been wishing for my life. If we don't make space, if I'm working every day as a carer, how am I going to be a TV presenter? I mean, how am I going to expand on the things that I really want to do? So 2025 is I want to go back to the beach. I want to live in a beachside apartment without the mess of my child and his girlfriend. And I want to take my dog with me. And I've literally freed myself up, or God, the universe has freed me to do all of these things. So I'm grateful for my last 6 years and the time I've had as a carer, because I've realized in that time not everybody can do that. I'm very grateful for all my clients and for being a part of their lives. And now it's my turn for my life, you know. And I even told the real estate agent I'm cutting the cord. And even last year, because I'm in a rental, instead of getting a year, they only gave us 6 months. And I said to my son, right, June, mate, it's time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's a pretty exciting year for me. I feel like I'm finally going to come into my own this year.
Good for you. Nice.
Oh, beautiful. And you are going to be amazing in everything that you do. And one of your wishes is to go all over the world, to go and speak on stages. And you are going to be amazing. So, my beautiful ones, we actually have just less than 3 minutes. So, I am going to ask you your golden nugget. And then I am going to, in between, give you the paparazzi treatment. So, and if you can just state your golden nugget without explanation, then when you on the YouTube channel, and my viewers, I know a lot of you have joined my or subscribed to my YouTube channel. The ladies will put their golden nugget and explanation there for you to go and read. My beautiful Trixie, what is your golden nugget?
Embrace your uniqueness, for within that lies the key to unlocking your extraordinary.
Wow. Are you ready for paparazzi? Here we go. Thank you, Nattolie.
I am.
Nattolie. Thank you.
Nice. I am excited. I have a new golden nugget. It is the best thing about telling my story is that it opens the door for other people to tell theirs.
Wow, that's amazing. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I love my beautiful Therese, and you, my girl.
I would say honor every part of your life, because you can't take your life out of your business.
Are you ready, my girl?
Thank you, Levy.
Oh, thank you. My beautiful Suzi.
Age is just a number. Don't let your age number hold you back from doing anything that you want to do in life. I'm ready for my close-up.
I love it. Here you go. Thank you. And my beautiful Cassandra.
My golden nugget is love heals everything.
I love it. Are you ready, my girl? My beautiful Christianna.
My golden nugget is today's tears of sorrow water the seeds of joy for tomorrow. But we don't have to wait till tomorrow to feel the joy in today.
I love it. Are you ready? Woo! Woo! I love it. My beautiful viewers, I hope that you have enjoyed our amazing show. I know that the right words have touched your life, have changed your directory, and something beautiful. So, my beautiful viewers, you are welcome to follow. Please look at the show notes below. All of my amazing guest details is there. Follow them. Go and have a coffee chat with them and be ignited. I wanted to use that word tonight, and I'm so happy I use it. Be ignited. May I ask, my beautiful ladies, will you have a dance with me?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. My beautiful viewers, would you love to have a dance with us? They said yes. Here we go. Bye-bye, everyone.